The NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They start the drive with a give to Allen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, set! Mustang 19! Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
5 wide.
Now Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Here we go.
after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. To the right side and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Hurt! Let's go now! Hurt!
On the draw, here's Allen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready!
To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quinnen Williams, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Go! Chop 60! Ready?
Now Brady. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 58 yards. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's 3rd and 3. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Brady going to shift him around.
Go, Reed, go.
Now a carry for Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Cougar 19. Check smash. Go.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Let's go. Street. Check go.
Up the middle they go with Gore.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Bronco 80.
Now Allen. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Hey, hold. Half 85. Is it?
To the air, Allen. Complete to Washington.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Shotgun now for Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tight.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
56, 56.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
56, 56.
Throwing now is Allen.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Allen going to throw. Short throw to Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Off 52.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen to throw once more. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Here's Allen. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Middle. Out. Look out.
Now Allen again. And a catch right side by Evans. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now Allen. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Alert! Alert! Go, chap! Go, chap!
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Brady wants to change up the look.
Go!
They'll run with Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
Panther 11! Panther 11! Check go!
Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Here's Allen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now Brady. Green with a catch left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Herc! Right, ready!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here comes second down.
Half 85, half 85.
Allen. He'll flip this out to Evans.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Alert, alert, alert. Half 10. Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing, Allen.
There's Evans again, complete. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Alert.
Here's Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Shut up. Shut up.
Brady going to look to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cowboy 80. Set. Ready. Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready. Bronco
Now
80.
Brady going to change the play here.
Up the middle they go. It's Allen. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Try to take this home, they'll run.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Hut, hut.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for